everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is on EA Sports. This is the second time this season that these NFC rivals will square off, and it promises to be a good one. It always is when these two divisional foes get together, especially the second time around when there's a score to settle from game one. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. As they run left side, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that, and when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd down, Hackenberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
3rd down and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got room. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
What a terrific way to open things up in this game. They've established dominance early. And that's all teams talk about each and every week. Who's going to take control? Who's going to win the line of scrimmage? And who's going to get the running game going? And that's what they're doing. Because right now, they've tilted the field to where they are actually running downhill, as we like to say, and it's really hard for defenders to equal that out.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. third down. Hackenberg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it,
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there, and so he'll be brought down about the 28. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now they'll run it on the taunts. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And it's taken in at the 9. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down, Hackenberg. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their dangerous wide receiver with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go! Blue 90!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 4th and 3.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go bad for your team.
Fielded at the 20. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd down, here's Hackenberg. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And on the ground they go with a running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriots.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Here's Hackenberg. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Rams are going to get a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I
would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. Now, third down, he'll drop to throw. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And an alley to run. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Flush to his right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Another pistol look here. Play fake. Hackenberg. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big-bodied receiver with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to throw here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kindici in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. this. 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to try and throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Hackenberg. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hand onto the football indeed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it pushing, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on. And a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They're going to look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On play action, it's Hackenberg. Dancing to his left. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they're going to speed things up here. Hackenberg. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down Rams.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Play fake here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Muscles him off. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Throwing here, Hackenberg. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a very short pick. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Oh, surprise. Hackenberg looks to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Hackenberg again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Here we go.
3rd and long for Hackenberg. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Arizona, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
But I don't sit my
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Luck's Colts going up against Osweiler's Texans. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They go play action now. Osweiler. He's got his man on the crossing route. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Osweiler looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They come up in an offset eye. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
They set up the screen for Henry. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he fires one, but incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, here's Henry. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Luck on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw on second down is Luck. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby, is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
12 yards to go on third down. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Play clock winding down. Now it's Luck. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Osweiler, and he finds a man with a crossing route. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver, 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On first down, it's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Goes underneath for Henry. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. To the air again, Luck. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On first down, Luck eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Luck. Being chased out left. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eye on someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check 13. Detroit, Detroit. Leopard.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And some space here. And he's brought down after a good game. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 31 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. On his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Incomplete. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Forced out to his left. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 3rd and long. It's Locke. Surveying the field. He's got his man on the crossing route. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run for it with Henry. Fighting through. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Hopkins, the one receiver right. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Osweiler. He's going to loft one. Deep left, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 32 that time. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Out of the gun, Luck. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ten yards to go on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A 1st down carry for Henry. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun, here's Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come up in an offset eye. Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Detroit! Over!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. 62 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To throw on second down. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Third and long. It's Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Set. Speed. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
A gain of 8 and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, you can't teach that. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll come out in the pistol. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Another pistol look here. On second down, here's Locke. Flushed out right. Shakes off the sack. Eluding the pressure right. Caught left side Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now a first down following that long gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chandler Worthy, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They'll come out in the pistol. Osweiler throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
Now Osweiler, and this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Here's Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because they scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep... moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Back to the air. Locke on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
Here's Luck. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. Luck will try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I've become a firm believer over the years that many drops happen before the ball's even snapped. When you call a wide receiver screen, as we saw there, I know these guys really well. They're thinking about that play going to the end zone, and sometimes they forget to catch the football first.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Osweiler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity. And
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Osweiler's going to throw it. He's got time. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Houston.
some crazy.
Okay.
I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need no R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some dumb. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
So what you wanna do? So what you wanna do?
I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack. New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map. You don't need a nap. You don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some dumb. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
So what you wanna do?
I think about to do it.
So what you wanna do?
Do something crazy. Do something wild. Be someone different. Switch up the style.
Break it down. Do something crazy.
Do something crazy. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some dumb. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
So what you wanna do?
I think about to do it. I think about to do it. Do something crazy.
So what you wanna do?
Do something crazy. Do something wild. Be someone different. Switch up the style. Do something crazy. Do something wild. Be someone different. Switch up the style. Do something crazy. Do something wild. Do something crazy. Do something wild.
You're a crack at dawn, Monday morning coffee, strong, pouring everything you got into a paycheck Friday night. You're a power stroke, diesel backhoe riding king, 18-wheeler driving, living life in between the lines of clocking in and quitting time. But then the six-string circus comes to town. We hang them speakers over the crowd. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're having, the smoke that we're having, the party we throw, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. You're a little shy thing with a wild side on a night like this. You just can't hide, cause it's time to live it up. So come on and raise your cup. If we talk about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talking about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink. But here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on and everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing every word to every song of the girl they're taking home tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're doing, the smoke that we're doing, the party we're through, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on, your buzz blowing it up, it's going all night long. When the lights come on.
Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. Cause we gon' blow your mind.